Chosen one. This is a message about precision, timing, and divine alignment. It speaks about a miracle that did not arrive randomly, not loudly, and not prematurely, but with exact awareness of who you are, what you carry, and what you are ready to receive. This is not a story about chance or luck. It is about fit, suitability, and recognition. This message unfolds the truth that what has found you now matches your capacity, your season, and your inner readiness. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is late. Everything is intentional. There are moments in life when things arrive not with chaos, not with noise, but with a quiet certainty that cannot be shaken. This message exists for such a moment. It is not announcing something foreign, unfamiliar, or overwhelming. It is revealing that what has found you was always aware of you. The miracle that reached you did not wander blindly through the world hoping to land somewhere useful. It moved with direction. It moved with knowledge. It moved with recognition. And when it reached you, it did not ask questions. It fit. It settled. It aligned. There is a reason this miracle did not go to someone else. There is a reason it waited until now. There is a reason it did not rush ahead of your growth or arrive before your internal structure could hold it. This is a miracle that understands you, not one that will overwhelm you. It suits you because it was shaped with you in mind. Watch this video until the very end. There is a flow here, a timing, a sequence that matters. And in the comments, write your warmest wishes and write Amen along with the number 99. This is not repetition, and it is not performance. It is resonance. Wishes spoken once, with sincerity, create a signal. After this moment, the message moves forward and does not return to this point again. Chosen one, take this moment seriously. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and open yourself. This is where it begins. What found you now is not a correction for the past. It is a confirmation of the present. Many believe miracles come to fix what is broken, but this one arrived because something in you is already aligned. This is not about rescue. It is about recognition. You are not being pulled out of something. You are being met where you stand. The right miracle does not force transformation. It cooperates with it. It does not interrupt your nature. It complements it. That is why this feels different. That is why it feels calm rather than chaotic, steady rather than explosive. This miracle does not shout to prove itself. It settles into place as if it always belonged there. There were times when you wondered if something bigger would ever arrive without demanding that you become someone else first. You questioned whether blessings always required pressure, exhaustion, or loss. But what has found you now does not require you to shrink, hide, or stretch unnaturally. It matches your pace. It respects your rhythm. It honors the way you move through the world. This is not coincidence. This is suitability. This is alignment. This is precision. God does not deliver randomly. God does not misplace outcomes. When something reaches you at the exact moment it can be received without distortion, it is because the internal and external have finally agreed. There is no rush here. There is no panic. There is no scrambling to prove worthiness. The right miracle arrives calmly because it already knows you can hold it. It already knows you will not misuse it, fear it, or run from it. It arrives knowing it will stay. You may have noticed that what once felt urgent now feels stable. What once felt distant now feels familiar. This is because the miracle that suits you does not announce itself as foreign. It feels like recognition. It feels like continuity. It feels like something finally clicking into the space that was always reserved for it. That space was never empty. It was protected. It was preserved. And now, it is occupied. There were seasons when you attracted things that were close but not correct. Opportunities that looked promising but demanded too much of the wrong parts of you. Connections that sparked interest but drained alignment. Paths that offered speed but lacked peace. Those were not failures. They were contrasts. They taught discernment. They refined your awareness. They prepared you to recognize fit when it finally appeared. And now that it has, there is no confusion. There is clarity without explanation. This miracle does not ask you to explain yourself. It does not question your past. It does not negotiate your identity. It arrives with understanding already built in. That is why it feels safe. That is why it feels stable. That is why it does not trigger fear the way previous possibilities may have. The right miracle does not test you. It confirms you. God's timing is often misunderstood because it is quiet. People expect fireworks, but God often works through alignment so smooth it feels natural. This does not make it small. It makes it precise. Precision is power. Subtlety is strength. What fits does not fight. What suits does not struggle. What belongs does not demand justification. You are not stepping into something that will cost you your essence. You are stepping into something that reflects it. This miracle does not require reinvention. It requires presence. It does not need you to become louder, faster, or harder. It meets you where you are already standing, fully formed, fully capable, fully aware. Notice how there is no need to chase this moment. It did not require pursuit. It did not require pressure. It arrived because the internal environment was finally ready to receive without distortion. That readiness did not happen overnight. It was built through patience, endurance, reflection, and quiet strengthening. Even when it felt like nothing was happening, something was stabilizing. Even when it felt delayed, something was aligning. The right miracle does not arrive to prove anything to others. It arrives to settle something within you. It brings coherence. It brings confirmation. It brings a sense of, this makes sense that cannot be argued away. That sense is not emotional excitement. It is deep recognition. God sees the full structure of who you are. Not just what you show, not just what you say, but what you carry in silence. That is why this miracle fits. It was shaped for your depth, not just your surface. It understands your quiet strength, your unseen discipline, your internal boundaries. It will not violate them. It will work with them. This is not the miracle you once imagined when you were younger. It is better suited than that. Earlier visions were based on longing. This arrival is based on readiness. There is a difference. Longing reaches outward. Readiness receives inward. You are no longer trying to prove you deserve something. You are simply present when it arrives. There is a calm confidence that comes with this moment. Not arrogance, not disbelief, just steadiness. That steadiness is not accidental. It is the result of becoming someone who does not panic at alignment, someone who does not sabotage fit, someone who does not question every good thing as if it must disappear. This miracle will not require you to rush to keep it. It stays because it belongs. It remains because it fits. It grows because it was planted in compatible ground. God does not plant seeds where they cannot survive. And you are not barren ground. You are prepared ground. If there were delays before, they were not punishments. They were calibrations. Timing matters not because of impatience, but because of integrity. Things that arrive too early become burdens. Things that arrive too late lose relevance. What has found you now is neither. It is exact. This is the kind of miracle that does not interrupt your life. It integrates into it. It does not pull you away from yourself. It brings you closer. It does not create chaos. It creates coherence. That is how you know it is right. You may not need to announce this moment. You may not feel the urge to explain it to anyone. Some alignments are meant to be lived, not displayed. They prove themselves through consistency, not spectacle. God often works this way, not loudly, but lastingly. This is the beginning of something that will not require constant effort to maintain. It will unfold naturally, steadily, and securely. Not because nothing will ever challenge you, but because the foundation is correct. When the foundation is right, growth is stable. The right miracle found you because you became someone who could recognize it without fear, someone who could receive without disbelief, someone who could hold without losing themselves. This did not happen by accident. It happened by formation. There is a quiet power in realizing that what has entered your life did not need to convince you. It did not need to persuade you, impress you, or overwhelm you. It simply arrived and remained. That is how you know it is aligned. Things that are not meant to stay always demand effort, explanation, and energy just to exist. They pull at you. They drain you. They make you question yourself. But this miracle does none of that. It stands calmly in your life, stable and present, as if saying, I know where I belong. That sense of belonging is not something you created in your imagination. It is something you recognize in your spirit. Before this moment, there may have been many near miracles. Things that almost fit, almost worked, almost lasted. They looked right from a distance but felt wrong up close. They carried promise but also pressure. They required you to compromise parts of yourself you were not meant to surrender. Those experiences were not wasted time. They were refinement. They sharpened your discernment. They taught you the difference between excitement and alignment, between intensity and suitability. Without those contrasts, you might not have recognized this moment for what it truly is. The miracle that has found you now does not trigger urgency. It does not make you feel like you must hurry before it disappears. There is no fear of loss attached to it. That absence of fear is significant. Fear usually accompanies things that are unstable, things that can slip away because they were never anchored properly. This miracle is anchored. It does not wobble. It does not threaten to leave if you breathe wrong or move too slowly. It exists with patience, and that patience reflects your own growth. God does not rush what is meant to last. When something is designed to stay, it arrives with calm authority, not panic. That authority does not need validation. It does not need to be defended. It simply is. And you can feel that. Even if you cannot explain it with words, your inner world recognizes the difference. There is no internal argument, no constant second-guessing, no lingering sense of, this feels off. Instead, there is quiet agreement. You may notice that you are not trying to impress this miracle. You are not performing for it. You are not reshaping yourself to keep it interested. That is because it did not come to evaluate you. It came because the evaluation was already complete. It found you worthy, without requiring you to prove anything in real time. That alone sets it apart from everything that came before. There was a version of you that would have mishandled this moment, not out of bad intention, but out of misalignment. Earlier in your journey, you might have questioned it too much, rushed it too fast, or doubted it until it lost shape. That is not who you are now. Something in you has stabilized. Your reactions are slower. Your awareness is deeper. Your sense of self is quieter but stronger. This miracle did not arrive to change you into someone else. It arrived because you already became someone compatible with it. God often waits until you no longer need a miracle to save you before allowing the right one to find you. When miracles are used as escape routes, they become temporary. When they are received as alignment, they become foundational. You are no longer asking to be rescued from your life. You are ready to build within it. That readiness changes everything. Notice how this miracle does not isolate you from yourself. It does not pull you into confusion or internal conflict. Instead, it brings coherence. Your thoughts align. Your emotions settle. Your sense of direction sharpens without pressure. That is not coincidence. That is fit. Things that fit do not compete with your inner structure. They support it. There is also no need to compare this moment with anyone else's story. Comparison fades naturally when alignment is real. You are not measuring timelines, outcomes, or appearances anymore. This miracle does not trigger envy or insecurity because it is personal. It was not designed to look like anyone else's experience. It was designed to suit you specifically. And because of that, outside noise loses its influence. God's work in your life has always been precise, even when it felt slow. Precision requires patience. Accuracy requires restraint. What appears delayed from the outside is often preparation on the inside. You were being shaped to receive something that would not disrupt your peace, something that would not demand you abandon your values, something that would not fragment your identity. That shaping process mattered more than speed. This miracle also carries a sense of appropriateness. It feels right for this stage of your life. It matches your current capacity, not your past limitations. It does not reopen old wounds. It builds on healed ground. It does not test old fears. It affirms new strength. That is how you know you are not revisiting a cycle. You are entering a new pattern. There is dignity in this moment. Not drama, not spectacle. Dignity. The dignity of receiving something without begging for it. The dignity of standing where you are and being met there. The dignity of alignment rather than pursuit. This dignity reflects the way God sees you now, not as someone reaching upward desperately, but as someone standing steadily in their place. You are not required to announce this shift. You do not need to defend it or explain it. Some things gain strength through quiet integration. They reveal themselves over time through consistency, not declaration. This miracle does not need witnesses to be real. It only needs alignment to endure. And as this unfolds, you may realize that the miracle did not change your direction. It confirmed it. You were already moving the right way. You were already becoming the right version of yourself. This arrival simply meets you in motion, not in stagnation. It joins your path instead of redirecting it. This is what it means when the right miracle finds you. It does not interrupt your life. It fits into it seamlessly, as if it had been waiting just beyond the edge of visibility. And now that it is here, there is no question of whether it belongs. This is only the continuation. The depth of this alignment has more to reveal. There is a subtle shift that happens when alignment deepens, and it is not dramatic in the way people often expect. It does not arrive with a sudden burst of emotion or an overwhelming rush of sensation. Instead, it shows itself through steadiness, through the way your inner world remains calm even as something meaningful unfolds, through the absence of panic where panic once lived. This is where you are now. The miracle that has found you is not testing your stability. It is responding to it. What you are experiencing is not a momentary high. It is not excitement that fades once reality settles in. It is a quiet sense of rightness that persists even when the moment becomes ordinary. That is how you know this is real. Things that are not meant to last rely on intensity to survive. They need constant stimulation, reassurance, and reinforcement. But what is aligned does not depend on emotional peaks. It holds its shape in silence as easily as it does in motion. You may notice that you are not replaying old fears in your mind. You are not asking yourself whether this will end the way previous things ended. That question no longer dominates your thoughts. It is not because you have forgotten the past, but because the past no longer defines your expectations. You have learned that not everything repeats itself. Some things arrive specifically to break patterns, not continue them. God's work in your life has moved from preparation to placement. Preparation shaped your character, your patience, and your awareness. Placement positions you where what belongs to you can actually meet you. This placement is not random. You are not standing here by accident. Every internal shift you experienced before this moment contributed to your ability to stand here, without doubt, consuming you. There was a time when you would have questioned why something good was happening without struggle attached to it. You might have believed that difficulty was a requirement for value, but that belief has dissolved. You now understand, without needing to say it aloud, that peace does not diminish worth. Ease does not invalidate depth. Stability does not mean stagnation. These realizations did not come from theory. They came from experience. This miracle does not demand urgency because it is not fragile. Fragile things need to be handled quickly before they break. Strong things can wait. They can settle. They can integrate slowly without losing their form. What has found you carries strength. It does not pressure you to move faster than your truth. It respects your pace because it was designed to move with you, not ahead of you. You may also sense that this moment does not require external validation. You are not scanning faces for approval or reactions. You are not measuring its legitimacy by how others perceive it. That instinct has faded. This miracle does not depend on being seen to be real. It exists whether it is noticed or not. That independence from external confirmation is a sign of maturity, both in you and in what has arrived. God does not give what will confuse you at this stage. Confusion belongs to earlier phases, when identity is still forming and direction is still unclear. You are past that. Not perfect, not finished, but clear enough to recognize fit when it appears. That clarity allows you to receive without distortion. You are not projecting fantasy onto this moment. You are seeing it as it is. There is also a sense of proportionality here. Nothing feels exaggerated. Nothing feels diminished. What has entered your life matches the scale of who you are now. It does not inflate you, and it does not reduce you. It exists on equal ground with your growth. That balance is rare, and it is intentional. God does not overwhelm what He intends to preserve. This miracle does not awaken old survival instincts. You are not strategizing how to keep it alive. You are not overthinking every movement. You are not rehearsing conversations in your head. Instead, there is presence. Presence replaces survival when safety is real. You are no longer operating from a place of loss anticipation. You are operating from quiet trust. You may realize that your inner dialogue has softened. Where there was once noise, there is now space. Where there was once urgency, there is now patience. This is not because you stopped caring. It is because you stopped fearing collapse. Alignment removes the constant need to brace for impact. God's timing often reveals itself not through what happens, but through how it feels when it happens. If this had arrived earlier, it would have triggered insecurity. If it had arrived later, it might have felt out of place. Now it feels appropriate. That appropriateness is not accidental. It is the result of synchronized growth, yours and the situation's. You are not standing at the edge of something unstable. You are standing on ground that holds. And because it holds, you can stand naturally, without tension. That natural stance is important. It shows that you are no longer forcing yourself into positions that require constant effort to maintain. This miracle does not distract you from yourself. It sharpens your awareness of who you already are. It does not fragment your attention. It consolidates it. It does not pull you outward. It anchors you